Alright guys, so what I have here is about a 6-foot piece of fire cord. This was left over from a 25-foot piece that I used to work on my axe in a previous video. Now, the reason that I'm using the solid red color is we're preparing for a trip with my children, and I wanted to use the red color as a signal to them that these are items they're not allowed to touch without supervision. So you guys have seen in previous videos my axe handle here, so they know that they're not allowed to touch Daddy's axe unless he's there with them. And the same thing goes with this knife. Even though this Swiss Army knife is pretty benign in regards to its danger level, it is still a sharp object. It has an awl on there. It has a saw as well. It's something that I use frequently in the woods. And it's something small enough that my littlest one, who's about 5, might want to grab and play with. So we're using that as a signal to say, nope, that's the rules, no touching that. And that has worked pretty well with other things in the past. So very simple. What we're going to do with this is put a lanyard on here. We've got a couple extra pieces too. One is this little fire steel toggle that we're going to use to go at the end of the lanyard. What's going to happen is we're going to have a length of fire cord that goes through this attached to this little key ring here. And what that does is, if this is the only thing I have in my pocket, I have an ignition source, I have a tinder, I have some rope, and I have several cutting tools. So this all in itself is its own unique survival kit. So 6 feet is a little long for this. So what I'm going to kind of do is kind of gauge where I want this item to be. So guys, basically what we're going to do is we're going to move this down here to a length. Because the cord is so thick, we don't want to take the guts out. We are going to have a slight issue with this not being on the knotted section. But we're going to fix that. We're going to throw in one knot here. It's a simple knot to make sure that doesn't fall out anymore. There we go. And then we're going to do a knot here to tie everything up. Short up a little bit. And then we're going to throw one more knot in right here. There we go. There we go. Now if the hole was a little wider in that toggle, we could get both loops through, but since it's not a huge deal. We're going to come down here and clean up this knot a little bit like we normally do. And like I said before, guys, the fire cord's not going to get in your way of cleaning those knots up like such. Everything's nice and sealed up. So there we have it, guys. We have a self-contained fire kit. We can easily unknot this to use the fire steel. Just be careful when using a fire steel at that length. And then take a couple inches off of the fire cord if we need some tinder and be ready to rock and roll. This is also going to go in my pocket, so I can leave this out, hanging out a little bit, some texture so it won't easily slip out of my pocket. I'll be able to feel it, but I can grab it and retrieve this from my pocket pretty easily, guys. That's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this quick little tutorial and looking at different ways you can take 550 fire cord and utilize it in your paracord needs, so it's not just paracord. You have that emergency fire starting as well. So check us out at livefiregear.com, and also check out Equip to Endure at equiptoendure.com. You guys take care, be safe out there, and remember, if you're not always prepared, you're never prepared. Thanks.